Hey y'all, we're only through one preseason game and there's exciting new rookies breaking onto the NFL scene. Do you like rookie quarterbacks? Could this be the best quarterback draft of all time? We will see, but it's all the rage right now. The Jets and the Jags and the 49er fans are going crazy. They didn't even make the playoffs last year. And the Bears just got in at 8-8. Could one of these teams ride a rookie quarterback into the playoffs? Come on, y'all. Let's get ready for some football. Welcome to the August 17th Father-Son Holy Sport Weekly Podcast. I'm G-Man from Columbus, Ohio. That's my man T-Money out there in 49er country, San Francisco. What's up, T?
What's going on, G-Man? Just excited that we got to finally watch some football last week. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We got a fantasy show coming up this week and a guest as well on that. It's going to be fun, man. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. You like all these quarterbacks going crazy? I know we're going to talk about it. We got a jam-packed show, man. T-Ross Chug and Chant is going to be awesome. T-Money turning his eye toward the Sin City. What does he have to say? Can you guess what drink he will chug this time? And we have the Ross v. Ross battle as usual, where we will debate the rookie wide receiver who is going to make the biggest impact this year. And one of our fun segments to try to stump T-Money. He got us last week. We're trying to stump you too. Let's see if you can get the answer and beat T-Money. Here's the question for T-Money. Which college football teams rank 1-2 in terms of the largest number of social followers? Social followers are based on the school's official accounts on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Which teams, T-Money, which college teams are 1-2? Who's first? Who's second? And if you can get the number of followers, I'll really be impressed. There's your question, man, for the Wound Wise Trivia of the Week.
All right, I'll see what I can think about. I know who the number one is, but maybe not football. Maybe not football. We'll see.
All right, you think about that. All you fans think about it, and all you fantasy managers. T-Money mentioned it. We have a new special 15-minute fantasy football show that has already launched. So look for it on all of our sites. We're going to help you win your league. Hey, y'all, if you like what you're seeing, press the like and subscribe button. We're trying to build up our base. Let's go. We're on YouTube, Spotify, all the major platforms. Look for our name, Father, Son, and Holy Sport.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's kick it off with the Ross rundown here. And we're going to start with a nice little quarterback, controversy right now. Who's going to get the job? We don't know. The New England Patriots have Cam Newton returning. They got Mac Jones, who they took in the first round. Who's going to be the starting QB for the Patriots this year, G?
Hey, Cam Newton's going to start that first game. He brings that veteran presence. He's got the locker room. And they need to lock in and win this first game. The first game, September 12th at 4:25, the Sunday, versus the Dolphins and Tua. Coming to New England. Cam Newton's going to start that game, going to bring that veteran presence. They're going to try to get that victory.
Yep. As much as I hate to say it, I agree with you. I think Cam Newton's going to start, but I think it should be Mac Jones. But I think Belichick just values leadership. He doesn't like to lean on rookies. He doesn't like to let rookies play a lot. I just think he likes Cam Newton because he knows him more and he likes the veteran presence. But I think Mac is better for them. He fits their system better. But Cam Newton starts. Cam Newton's better in the red zone. So I think that they could still coexist potentially if Mac eventually takes over. But Mac Jones is better overall for this team. Definitely opens up the playbook more for them. I just think he's the better option. But Cam Newton still gets the start.
Yeah, I think Mac will come in. I think he'll get his share of snaps and stuff. But I think initially here, it's going to be Cam trying to ride him and see if they can win that way with Mac kind of learning as he goes. And remember that Belichick and Cam are kind of tied at the hip. They're both trying to resurrect what could be their legacies. Cam and Belichick, both great. You look at their history, they've had some great accomplishments. Okay, but now they've both have kind of fallen off. Can they help each other out? Here's Belichick's record, BTB, before Tom Brady. 41-55, a win percentage of 42%. How about ATB? after Tom Brady, 7-9, 43%. He doesn't even match 50% win rate without Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there as an early coach and then a horrible team last year. They were really screwed by the cap there, but I don't think Cam Newton's going to resurrect anyone's career there. He's throwing more balls in the dirt than he has to receivers. So I don't know if he's the guy I would want to link my career resurrection to, but I think that they like him there and he works hard. And I think they value the fact that he's like a workout warrior. So,
well, they better bring it this year or Belichick's in trouble, man.
He's got a lifetime contract with however long he wants.
No, I'm not saying he's going to. I'm talking about his legacy, and it really was it Tom or was it Bill?
Yeah, well, it was Tom Brady. I think 3-4 years from now, when Mac Jones is just finishing up his rookie deal, that's when you really got to look for him when he matures. That's when it could be nice. But anyways, we'll move on here to another quarterback without a competition, though, but plenty of controversy. Daniel Jones, very up and down career. Many would say only down. Is this a make or break year for him?
Well, I don't say make or break only because their sights are not set that high, but there should be a lot of pressure on him. He was taken with the 6th overall pick in 2019. He's at a losing record. He's 8-18. 26 starts, he's thrown 22 interceptions and lost 17 fumbles, the most turnovers of anyone in the league. That guy's had trouble. He's not the 6th overall pick. They've missed some other quarterbacks that they could have taken, as you know, in this last draft, and even the one before it, that could have been better than Daniel Jones. They're riding him.
Yeah, I 100% think it's a make or break year. I don't really look at record when I'm evaluating a rookie quarterback or a second-year quarterback, because most of those guys are getting drafted to horrible teams. Like, I'm not judging Joe Burrows for last year. That's not his fault. His team is horrible. He looks like a franchise quarterback. Daniel Jones does not. You took those stat right out of my mouth. Most turnovers since he's come into the league, and that is the biggest bugaboo for a quarterback. You got to protect the ball, and you can't turn it over. Turnovers are how you lose games. The talent is there, but his decision-making is flawed. He's been the starter for 2 years as well. It's not like he came in and sat behind anyone. If you get 3 years of starting, regardless of what level you're at, and you sat 1 year, you sat a couple of years, 3 years of starting, you know who you are. So he's not going to get another chance. I don't think. I think they're done waiting on him. This is his time now, or it's over.
I guess I'm alluding to that it's a make or break year for the GM. You know that from 2010 to 2018, 27 quarterbacks were selected in the first round. 16 of them had a losing record. Maybe for what you said, through the first 3 seasons, 16 of the 27 had losing seasons, and 9 of the 16 GMs who selected them were fired after 2 years. So the GM is the one for selecting that player. If they don't perform, that has a short leash.
Yeah, I've not been impressed with the GM. They paid a lot of money to a bad receiver in Kenny Golladay. They drafted another receiver in Tony in the end of the first round this year. I just haven't been impressed with their drafting ability here. We'll see. Their defense looks solid, but I think that's more Joe Judge than the GM at drafting talent. I don't know. I don't know where this go, how they play, where they go. I think a lot rides on Saquon Barkley, but Joe Judge doesn't have a great reputation in the locker room at the moment, so we'll see.
Did you say Saquon Barkley?
I did.
Did you say Saquon Barkley? Saquon.
Well, why is he your background, G?
Because he's my man this year in fantasy. He is my RB1, baby. He's my RB1. Saquon, let's go. RB.
That's hilarious.
What else you got, man?
One more quarterback to get to here. Now, there's no controversy. There's no competition. There's just questions. And it's Zach Wilson with the Jets. Now, the Jets have notorious the past few years for just killing quarterbacks, and especially Sam Darnold, horrible coaching. So is Zach Wilson going to be able to succeed with the Jets?
I think the Jets are much improved. I think he's going to do fine. I like the new coach, Robert Saleh. He's coming in from San Fran. I like him. They've added some receivers. They've added some offensive linemen, so they've added some things around him. The guy's got a gun, man. He looked good in that first preseason game. You know his stats at BYU? Listen to these stats: 68% completion rate, threw for 7,600 yards, 56 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. I know you're going to say, well, it's a competition, but that's still amazing numbers, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that he has the chance to succeed. In the past, the Jets have just ruined everyone, whether they're good or bad, just because they're the Jets. I like what you said. The coaching staff is solid. Robert Saleh is going to have the defense roaring. I like the offensive line. I like the weapons that they're building around this team. They're building from the ground up. I think Zach Wilson has everything he needs to succeed. Now, I'm not completely sold on Zach Wilson. And that's the thing here. I think he can succeed with the Jets. And he could be Aaron Rodgers, but he could also be Johnny Manziel. I've heard he's got kind of an awkward cockiness to him, almost like Johnny or Aaron. And now it's going to come down to backing it up with talent, because those can take you in two completely different career paths. And so I'm not sure I'm sold on Zach Wilson, but Zach Wilson has everything he needs to succeed with the Jets.
Hey, that's what I said at the Open, man. All these fans are all pumped up, man. They think they got the next great Aaron Rodgers, but you don't know. We will see. Hey, Jets, Jets. Let's
Come
go.
on.
Let's move to the T. Ross Chug and Chant, one of our popular segments.
Come on.
T-Money's going to run up to the rooftop. See you in a bit. T-Money. This segment brought to you by Help Me Startup. Do you have a startup or new company idea? Why not get help from the experts at Help Me Startup? Try the easy-to-use startup tools and advice to help you get moving and on your way toward investment and success. Learn more at helpmestartup.co. Okay, let's go. T-Money high up on the San Francisco rooftop. Let's see what kind of weather it is out there today, and let's see what T-Money drinks for his Chug and Chant.
Hey, G-Man, thanks for sending it up to the beautiful San Francisco rooftop here. I got a little rant again for someone on the West Coast here, so I'm going to give this to you, then let you know which coach I think is totally overrated. Woo! All right, a little windy on the West Coast here, but I'm going to fly down south a little bit to Las Vegas, beautiful Las Vegas, and the Raiders. Oh my gosh, is John Gruden the most overrated coach in the NFL? Because I think this guy is. He just gets all the hype from his cute little TV show with the quarterbacks, blah, blah, blah. You were a good coach back in the early 2000s when you won a Super Bowl with someone else's roster, man. You've been horrible with these Raiders. You're 19-29 through 3 years. You're horrible. Your drafting has been suspect. Your coaching, everyone says, is lackluster. You wear on these players throughout the end of the year. The Raiders, I think this is the last year you're with John Gruden. They gave him a 10-year contract, and he's only in year 3, and they're this bad. My God, what were these guys thinking? They need to get rid of Gruden here. They need to go with someone younger, someone hungrier. I don't like the move. I think they need to get rid of him. He's totally overrated. What do you think, G? Where do the Raiders stand, and where do you stand with John Gruden?
All right. I saw that, T-Money, going after Gruden. I got to say, though, man, I love his quarterback show. I love that quarterback show from Gruden, man. I love his snarl. You know that snarl he makes? You know, he's got that snarl. I love that, man. And his quarterback show is so cool. But I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying. I agree with you. I like your passion and your energy, T-Money. You're doing great up there. And yeah, Gruden, he's supposedly the quarterback wizard. He believes in Derek Carr. Derek Carr is kind of his little project, and he better come through this year. Derek Carr has to step it up again. He had a great 2020. He improved in 2020. Yeah. And if he does it again, he's going to start making Gruden look good.
I mean, I don't know how much better Derek Carr can play, especially when your best wide receiver is Henry Ruggs or John Brown. So they haven't done a good job surrounding him. They also lost 4 starting offensive linemen. So their offensive line is going to be horrible. Their defense has been nonstop horrendous, one of, if not the worst in the NFL. So I don't care if he's a quarterback whisperer, and I don't care that he was cool on a TV show once. Okay. OJ Simpson was too. We don't love him because of that. He's got a different reputation for what he did on the field versus what he did on a TV show. Okay. So let's not bring Gruden's QB room into this, because I like him on that. But I think he's a bad coach right now. And you're the head coach. You're not the quarterback coach. Okay.
That's
you
a good point.
Coach all points of this team. People are retiring, running backs, coaches, and trainers, and everyone.
Hey, you already did your rant. You can't do another one.
I don't think he's a good coach.
Hey, the Raiders offense, just to support your point, finishing inside the top 10 in almost every offensive category last year. But the problem is, they were one of the worst teams on defense, gave up 389 yards a game. They gave up more than the Jets. So I support your point there, man. He's got to be a complete coach. I agree with you, man. Hey, you know who else is good on television? G-Man and T-Money are good on television, doing the Father, Son, Holy Sport. We hope you love the show, man. Press the like and subscribe. We hope you enjoyed the T-Ross chug and chant for the week. And let's move on. And let's move to Ross v. Ross with T-Money and G-Man here on the Father, Son, Holy Sports Show. And T, we're going to talk about which rookie wide receiver will be the next Justin Jefferson. Who do you think it's going to be, man?
I think there's a lot of interesting options this year. I don't think anyone really stands out to me like a Justin Jefferson. Now, everyone's going to say Jamar Chase. I think that's the easy answer. I think the targets are there. I think he could be a top 20 wide receiver this year. Top 12 is possible. I just don't know if their offensive line is good enough, but I'm going Davonte Smith. I'm going to go a little off the beaten path here. Okay. I like Davonte Smith. He's already the best wide receiver on his own team. Jalen Reagor is the next best wide receiver and has been so-so. The other two pass catchers are tight ends. He's already proven that even if he's the best receiver on a team and getting double teamed, that he can get open and be successful when he was at Alabama. All right. Hurts and him have chemistry. The report just came out that they used to skip parties with their buddies and go study plays on the weekends when they were at Alabama. And Hurts has looked good.
It reminds me of T-Money at Cincinnati.
No, I didn't skip many parties. I'm sorry, Gare. And Hurts has looked good, man. Hurts has looked good at practice. He's been great. And at a joint practice with the Patriots at training camp right now, the report has come out that Hurts doesn't look like just the best Eagles quarterback. He looks like the best quarterback on the field with Mac Jones and Cam Newton as well. So if he's out playing them, I think that's great sign for the Eagles. He's dropping dimes on passes, and that's if he can get that down, I think Davonte Smith can be the next Justin Jefferson.
Hey, I'm gonna agree with you, man. I'm gonna agree with you. We don't know what each of us are gonna say before the show, y'all.
Smith.
All you fans out there, I'm gonna say Davonte Smith too. And even though, as you said, Jamar Chase is ranked higher, he's the highest ranked if you talk to all the experts, and he's going to follow. Most of you probably don't know this, that his teammate was Justin Jefferson, and Burrow was his quarterback, just as Justin Jefferson had as a quarterback, and they were together. What a great combination, all those guys. But yeah, Jamar Chase is the favorite. I'm with you, man. I'm going Davonte Smith too. Davonte Smith is one of the most dominant college receivers we have ever seen. And how about, I went back and watched that video recently of him catching the pass from Tua in the national championship game in 2018. Man, it was the last play of the game. Tua throws a 50-yarder to Davonte, and I'm like, oh my God, Davonte Smith, who is this guy? I mean, he was just emerging.
Yeah.
And now the guy's up here in the pros. I'm with you, man. Here's what I kind of looked at. I looked at three things. Who has the best offensive team out of the four top guys? The four top guys, Jamar Chase, Davonte Smith, Jalen Waddle, and Elijah Moore. Let's say those are the top four. Who has the best offensive team? I think that's Miami and Philly, looking at those two. So that'd be Smith and Waddle. And who has the best quarterback? Probably Chase has the best quarterback right now with Burrow. But who has the best opportunity? Davonte Smith, as you said, he's a wide receiver one. He's got the top job. So he's got the opportunity. I'm going to go with him too.
Yep, totally agree. I think there's a crowded wide receiver room with the Bengals right now with Chase. It's just a big question mark. Davonte Smith is a total beast. I love him no matter how skinny he is. I don't care. The dude's going to ball out.
Yeah. Jamar Chase is 6'2", Davonte Smith 6'1", a little bit taller, but only 175. He probably weighs 165.
Crazy.
He weighs less than T Money.
I know.
Hey man, let's move to the Woundwise trivia of the week and see if T Money can get it. Today's trivia of the week sponsored by Woundwise IQ, a patented mobile imaging and analytics software app that is used by leading physicians and nurses caring for people with chronic wounds. Just download the app from the App Store. You're ready to go. Learn more at woundwiseiq.com. All right, let's go Team Money. And here we go. We're going to talk about social following. Who's got the most social followers in college football? And I was going to have you guess the number one team. I figured you'd get that. So you got to guess the number one and the number two. And as an added bonus, if you can get close to the number of followers, that'd be impressive.
Okay, well,
what do you think it is, man?
I know who the number one in all of college sports is, and that's Duke men's basketball. So let me just put that out there. I'm pretty sure that's the number one in all of college football sports.
This is college football.
For football, I'm going to say Alabama, number one.
You are correct with that.
That's just an assumption that I assumed was correct. Number two.
That is correct.
Number two, I'm going to say Ohio State. I think Ohio State is the next best following.
Ohio State is number 4.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to assume Georgia as the number 2 then. Georgia's
number 5. And Ohio State's rival is number 3. Michigan's number 3, but who's that number 2 spot?
Well, then I'm going to go with like Clemson, Florida, or USC, one of those.
That is not correct. It's LSU, man.
Oh, man, LSU. Oh, geez.
LSU. How many followers you think, roughly? How many followers
Alabama?
Altogether? Add up Instagram,
about 5 million.
Twitter, and Facebook. What is it?
5 million.
5 million? 3.4 million.
Okay.
3.4 million. Not bad. 3.4 million Alabama. LSU has 2.9 million. Michigan, 2.8 million. Ohio State, 2.1 million.
All right,
man. Hey,
Michigan better than Ohio State. Doesn't surprise me.
Oh, I knew you'd love that. Yeah, how do you figure that? I mean, that's crazy, man. And over the last year, the one that made the biggest jump over the last year looks like it's LSU. LSU made the biggest jump, 2.698 to almost 3 million. So they've made the biggest jump over the last year, but they're still 400,000 away from Alabama. Hey, there you go, man. A little college football. Had to mix that in. We're talking a lot of pro. The college guys are kind of wondering, hey, what's up, Father, Son, Holy Sport? Hey, we still bring it to you, college. We love you, college campuses.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Hey, we hope you love the show. You know that we love you. If you love the show, press the like and subscribe. Look for us on all the platforms at Father, Son, and Holy Sport. And thank you to MySQ for sponsoring our trivia of the week and for sponsoring the T-Ross Chug and Chant. And if you're interested in being a sponsor or a guest on the show, reach out to us. And next week, we're going to preview the final preseason games, get you ready for week 1, baby. T-Money, I will see you at the fantasy draft on Friday night, baby.
All right. We will talk soon, man. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Going to be some crazy quarterback decisions to be made by some teams here soon. So I'll talk to you soon, G.
Hey, Saquon, baby!